Good morning, folks. Harrison Whitney with hopefully some informing and always exciting new information regarding the COVID-19 pandemic with which we're now suffering. In 1935, one of the most brilliant scientists, Austrian scientists we've come across. His name is Erwin Schrödinger. It was probably the most critical and most astounding thought experiment in modern physics, quantum mechanics, and relativity theory, Einstein relativity theory. To try and simplify it, it's simply called Schrodinger's cat. The cat is placed in a box. A cyanide gas is injected into the box. The box is covered. But the problem is we don't know whether the cat is living or dead until we open the box. Well, all epidemiologists, Dr. Fauci at the CDC, all virologists, any medical science or scientist that's dealing with this particular virus, they all know that all viruses are both living and dead. That's a fact. It's a biological fact that viruses are both living and dead. So while living in China, it left and went to Italy, and it was dead. You can't kill a dead virus. So that's a grand problem. Now, where Albert Einstein comes in, with the greatest correspondence in all of human history, took place between two men at Copenhagen, Denmark, was the father of the modern depiction of the atomic particle, Niels Bohr. The correspondence was actually moderated by Niels Bohr's wife, and essentially the argument at Copenhagen, Denmark took place between Werner Heisenberg, who's the father of what's called particle physics, and Niels Bohr, who's actually the father or one of the grandmasters of what's called quantum mechanics. So the correspondence actually took place between Albert Einstein at the University at New Jersey. I'll think of the name of it in a minute. But between Albert Einstein and Niels Bohr on one central question. Now this reminds you, keep in mind, is a correspondence, a back and forth letter writing. We know that Paul the Apostle wrote many epistles or many letters, but never got a response. But the correspondence between Albert Einstein and Niels Bohr is recorded as the greatest and longest correspondence in all of human history on one central question. And the question is still, what is the quantum? It's called the Copenhagen Interpretation of Quantum Mechanics, which was initiated by Niels Bohr. In schoolboy physics, you know about the Bohr atom and how it's the configuration, and I won't get into that. Be that as it may, Einstein rejected the Copenhagen interpretation of quantum mechanics for one essential reason. It left out free will. So according to Niels Bohr, the quantum, whatever it is determined. It's called determinism. There's a problem in the branch of philosophy called metaphysics, and the problem is called free will and determinism. In some sense, or in one sense, we're determined as humans. We have arms and legs and eyes and ears, so that's our determination. But Einstein could not deny the fact that we have free will. So, getting back to COVID-19, or the coronavirus, I can't emphasize the point enough that epidemiologists, virologists, and all the medical science that has anything to do with viruses know that they are both living and dead. And you can't kill a dead thing. My argument is that it's sentient. It can be alive in one country and dead in another. That's just my conjecture. I don't have to prove it. It's already been proven that viruses are both living and dead. It's a paradox. So, Einstein referred to this, for an example, when it moved out of China and into Italy. Einstein's probably one of his most famous statements regarding this problem between his relativity theory and quantum mechanics is he referred to it, rather than completely reject quantum theory, Einstein said, and I quote, Albert Einstein's spooky action at a distance. This is another way of looking at why would it move from China, devastate China. China has 0 cases. It goes to Italy and it becomes dead. And it decimates Italy. Now it's all over Western Europe. Or we'll say Europe in particular. But the point I wish to make is that for a clear understanding, I'm not an epidemiologist, I'm not a virologist, I don't have to be. I know that they know that this particular coronavirus is both living and dead. Now you figure it out. My name's Harrison Whitney. If one wants to reach me through my agent and administrator, Christine Spicer. If you want any further information, lecture series, or whatever the case might be, she may be contacted via uh, Christian Spicer 42 at yahoo.com. Again, Christian Spicer 42 at yahoo.com. Thanks much, and hopefully you'll invite me for a more basic 6th grade breakdown of the crisis of which we now face. Thank you, and good day.